to another video. Nice to see you all again. I'm actually on day 16 of dreadlocks, and it's sort of a dreadlock update, but a bit more about congos, starting congos, how many dreads I have, and why I'm trying to congo them. So I just thought I'd do a bit of a video about that, because I've watched a few videos myself and read a bit of stuff just to try and find out, because I've got a few measly dreads, and also through an unfortunate accident or just sheer stupidity, while I was crocheting the hair behind my head, I accidentally crocheted the ends of two dreads together on a few occasions. So they kind of go from the root like that, go out like that, and join at the end. So I figured, because the crocheting is pretty tight in there, the only way I'm going to rectify this issue, apart from trying to cut things apart or trying to unpick them, which I don't think is going to work out, is to congo the dreads to kind of make them one solid dread, which I'm happy about. So yeah, when I first started off with okay, sorry about the interruption there. The batteries ran out on my camera, so just put some new ones on it. I was just saying, I had a really manky dread. Basically what happened was, when I had the synthetic dreads in, I was trying to pull out the synthetic dread, and the knot got tighter and tighter and tighter, and instead of having a dreadlock, I had one thin piece of hair that was okay, and then when I pulled the knot tight, it was a massive like ball of hair, and then like a thread coming off there, which I tried to dread, and I hid it behind that ear. So I decided to cut my losses quite literally and cut the dread off. So that's what I did. It wasn't anything anyway, and I don't know if I can find the hair. I probably can't. It was behind there somewhere anyway. So it's all gone, and so that was how I lost one dread, and then a total of 6 I think I've congoed. So I'm just going to try and show you a couple of those. From what I'd heard, the best thing to do is to try and congo them is while they're young, because they're still going to be able to knot together and stuff, whereas once they're mature, they're very rope-like. They're not going to be able to, you know, do it in quite the same way. I mean, so yeah, so I thought was the best thing to do. The ones I made mistakes on, I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, I'm going to congo those. So I started off with 45 dreads. I now have 38, I believe, it's including my rubbishy fringe ones. And as you can see, I've quite stylishly changed my parting from a middle parting to a side parting. And I also have a new dread bead, if I can find it. It's that one there. I've got actually 3 of them. I was the only one I could get them on. They're quite small. That came from America this morning. I ordered it off Etsy.com, and it's actually really, really pretty. And it's apparently handmade, so that's. So anyway, I changed to a side parting. So you can see like that. It's just going to sweep over, and I think that looks a little bit better. It's just a pain in the backside because the hair keeps going like that, and I've got hair in my face and I can't see what I'm doing, so it's putting my hair back like that, which seems to be working out a bit so far anyway. So on to the congos. So if you're starting a congo, you know, sometimes congos start obviously by themselves, in which case if you don't want congos, you've got to keep pulling the hair apart, so keep separating them out. If you want a congo, so, you know, if you want a deliberate congo, you've got to kind of encourage them to stick together somehow at the roots, so they can start to kind of fuse together and become one dread, which that's what I'm trying to do. So the first one I found, which I desperately wanted to do, was, I can't find it, I found it, is these 2 here, because this one alone is just absolutely the most measly dread I think anyone's ever seen in the entire universe. That one's not so bad, but that thin one could just go to there quite perfectly. So you're meant to use like a hair bobble. I couldn't find any that was small enough, so I very carefully put 2. I'm just going to move forward so you can see. Put a little elastic hair bubble in there, just very loosely, just over twice, so that it stays there, and pushed up towards the roots. My hair's in my way. So that will start them there. So hopefully the hairs, I might push it a bit further up actually. There we are. So the hairs will just start to knit across each other there, and over time they'll start to fuse together till that's like one reasonable sized dread. So yeah, I got that one going. So that's like the first one I kind of picked out on. I can't remember when my other ones were. I had a good bit of dread maintenance going on yesterday. did a lot of picking around, and oh, I think I just found another one here. I think that was one of the ones that was kind of splitting apart, but I decided to just put elastic band just because it was splitting into two for some reason, so I put an elastic band in there as well. So with the elastic bands, you know, obviously you don't want to keep them in your hair too long because they can actually, the knots, pardon me, sorry, the knots can actually knot over the hair bands, and the hair bubbles will be stuck in the hair forever and a day. So the best thing to do is to just to leave them loose, and I just keep checking them really just to make sure the hair hasn't kind of gone over it, and also to, when you're about to wash your hair, take them out, then kind of do the whole palm rolling, dryness, and enjoy your drying as you would do normally, and then put them back in there, so that you're putting a fresh one in each time. I think that sounds like a sensible idea, really. That's what I found out from the World Wide Web. As I said, you know, acquiring knowledge by the day in this wonderful world of dreadlocks, which is brilliant. So, you know, I know my mum always asks me questions like, oh, I can explain things out to her. It's quite cool. So I'm slowly becoming a knowledgeable person in the world of the redheads, so I'm getting there slowly. But yeah, so I got, like, as I was explaining there, 6 congos going on in various parts of my head, and I've lost from 45 dreads down to 38 dreads, obviously because I had to cut that crappy one off. And so yeah, I'd rather have 38 solid dreads than many small ones, because I didn't think I wanted the chunky ones, but then I've seen a few videos, people with chunky ones, and I thought, I like those, they look pretty cool. So, I mean, again, my hair is, because I've got these thin little ones at the front, are all going to all be different shapes and sizes, which I think is part of the fun of it all. But, and annoyingly, my hair at the back is actually shorter than the hair at the front, because of the way it was cut last time before I started growing it a bit. It was cut into a bob, so shorter at the back and longer at the front. So my dreads are always going to be longer at the front while we're going like this. But yeah, I've noticed a few of the ones at the back had actually started to loop, so they're obviously starting to lock in because they're pulling in and forming loops. I don't know if I can find one to demonstrate. I don't know if I can, probably not. But they feel really quite locked. I'm really glad I blunted the tips because they just feel quite solid. This feels like a loopy one. I think it's sort of loopy, I can't tell. It's another one of the ones, this is another one of my congos here, because they're kind of like, I think I'd crocheted those together accidentally. So you shouldn't do your crocheting without a mirror, because you end up crocheting dreads together like a stupid arse like me. So yeah, don't do that. So yeah, this is the 16th day. I did the congoing yesterday. Nothing exciting going on today, except my elbow hurts. So I googled how to do the kinesiology tape, because it's really hurting. So I've done that, it's making it feel a bit better, and the sun is shining. It's a nice day. I'm sitting inside waiting for a doctor's phone call, don't ask, and hoping it's not going to interrupt this video. And yeah, so that's that. So looking forward to doing the 2-week update, because I'm hoping things will change a little bit again by then, and just hoping, yeah, it's just another step closer, isn't it? It's just fun. It's fun. And I'm really enjoying it, and I'm glad I changed my tri-parting, and I got, oh, I'll show you this very quickly, an awesome headband, got it off Etsy. This is the coolest. I'm going to put it on because I'm really, really hot, but I'll show you on another video. Just pulls all the hair back and just looks really, really awesome. I'll put a photo at the end just so you can see what it looks like, but it's sweet, and I think it's like £13 off Etsy.com. I'll try and see if I can get a link for that seller down below, but it's really cool. And just do, if you've got dreads, check out Etsy for the headwear, because they've got some amazing handmade stuff on there. That's where I found that. That's where I found my dread beads actually, so just check them out really. But I'll make sure I try and put a link down below so you can get to those and see them for yourself. But it's a fantastic seller, loads of great sellers on Etsy making quality stuff. So that's all for now, and I will give you an update in a few days when we get to 2 weeks. Until then, if you like what you're seeing, like, and if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!